The K&N intake helps me get that extra performance when I need it most. More power. Throw to your engine growl. Proven engine protection. The first upgrade I make to any truck is the K&N intake.
It all comes down to this. After challenging the landscape and each other all year, the best off-road racers on the planet meet to battle in the biggest challenge of all, the Baja 1000. It comes on the heels of the Baja 400, a race that tested every driver in the field from one side of the peninsula to the other. Bryce Menzies led from start to finish, picking up his second win of the season and earning the right to start first off the line in the final race of the year. Now the number 7 truck is prepped and ready to lead racers on a course that stretches 1,200 miles from Ensenada in the north all the way to La Paz on the Gulf of California in the south. And these are not 1,200 easy miles. They are open desert, tight mountain trails, littered with rocks, silt, whoops, and washes, all to be conquered by the most powerful off-road vehicles in the world. Today, they're chasing the greatest glory in off-road racing, a victory at the Baja 1000. This is a race that can make legends and break spirits. It demands that every racer push himself and his machine to the breaking point. And they'd better be ready, because Baja will push back. It's time for one driver to make history and land on top of the podium. This is the BF Goodrich Score Baja 1000, presented by 4 Wheel Parts.
What's up, off-road race fans? Welcome to the 54th running of the BF Goodrich Tires Score Baja 1000, brought to you by 4 Wheel Parts. I'm Rat Soul, your host, and very excited to bring you guys back here in beautiful Ensenada for the start of this year's Baja 1000 here at the beautiful marina. We have a near record of entries of 300 ready to take on this Baja 1000 challenge. One of the largest classes is the Score Trophy Truck, the Unlimited, the Bad Boys, with 56 trucks headed all the way to La Paz to get to that finish line. One of the biggest growing classes is our UTV division. This year we have 53 entries, including Wayne Matlock. Down here debuting is Razor Pro R. We have 13 Class 11s, that's right, stock Volkswagen sedans, that's where it all started. Here for this year's Baja 1000, it is going to be an epic race. Talk about brutal, talk about gnarly, let's hear a little bit about the race course.
For the first time in 2 years, the Baja 1000 is starting back in the beautiful downtown area of Ensenada. Drivers will head east out of town towards Ojos Negros, then veer towards Tres Hermanos before hitting the Goat Trail and crossing Highway 3. The course will then take the Vineyard Road crossing and head down the Comalú coast to race mile 190. It will continue through San Quintin until hitting El Rosario, where it crosses over Highway 1. And then at around race mile 400, it will take Fred's Tractor Trail to Coco's Corner, heading east towards the Bay of LA. At race mile 560, the course takes another cut west, across the peninsula before veering back up to San Ignacio. From there, the racers will travel the west coast again, and at race mile 850 will hit La Purisma, where they will head back across the peninsula for the 3rd time and down to the gorgeous seaside town of Loreto. Then the course makes a sharp turn back to the west side of the Baja Peninsula.
All right,
and
1
through the
o'clock.
winding roads to San
We got our autograph signings. If you're in the building, don't miss it. We got some of the best drivers and riders coming up here. It's going to be a great day. Welcome to the Score Building, number 7 right here. We are number 1, but we'll take number 7 right here. So once again, autograph signings starting from at 1 p.m. go until 2 p.m. At 3 p.m., we're going to kick it off with our course reveal. That's right. We're going to have the media conference and our course reveal. That's at 3 p.m. If you're in here, we're going to be showing you what we're going to be racing. This is the 50th anniversary of SCORE, and we're going to be showing you our course map, starting in La Paz and finishing in Ensenada for the first time in the history of SCORE. And I want to thank the whole SCORE live crew. Everybody's out here. We got the boys. We're having a great time, so don't miss it. We got autographs coming up at 1 p.m., 3 p.m., course reveal, and our press conference.
Checkered flag in the SCORE Baja 1000. It's been a competitive year for all classes, and now drivers get one last chance to conquer this peninsula and a final opportunity to call themselves champions. Leading this point-to-point desert challenge off the line is Bryce Menzies after a first-place finish in this year's SCORE Baja 400.
Oh man, to win the Baja 1000, teaming up with Andy would be something special. I haven't won this one ever. I've won every other Baja race there is, but the Baja 1000, I've been going for it. This is my 10th year, so hopefully 10th year's the charm. This is the third time me and Andy have teamed up together, so hopefully, we put this one together and put all our bad luck behind us and pull off a win, and hopefully Baja's good to us.
Veteran Rob McCachran starts off in second. Around halfway through the race, he'll hand it off to reigning champion Luke McMillan.
I've been running for weeks. I've been here on 3 different occasions, getting my laps in, and Luke went down. He's been down twice, and he's down south right now. He's been pre-running, getting all his homework in. He feels very confident. Talked to him last night, so I think it's definitely going to be a long race, 1,227 miles. You got a bunch of heavy hitters up here in the front. I think we'll see what happens. As I always say, right when the green flags drop, they deal cards to us, and then we're going to play the game. We're going to play a card game and see who makes the right moves and see who's down there, at the finish line first.
Young Jack's Redline opens in third for the monster team in Truck 10.
I would say I probably have one of the slower portions of the course. I hand it off straight to Ken Block. He goes and he gets to some crazy fast sections up to 140, 150 miles an hour maybe. But the course that I'm seeing is the course that we've been running all season, and so it's definitely parts that I know of.
Justin Smith takes the green flag fourth off the line for the four-wheel parts truck number 23.
Pre-running, a lot of pre-running, learned a lot of things. There's a lot of lines, there's a lot of options, there's a lot of dangers, a lot of fast stuff, so we learned a lot, but the most thing of all is it's a long ways. It's going to be a long ways down there, so we got to be smart and keep everything together.
Ryan Arciero starts in fifth, teaming up with Cameron Steele and Reese Millen. Ironman Larry Rossler starts in the sixth position, ready to face all 1,200 miles by himself.
I'm driving one section from Ensenada to La Paz. I'm doing the whole race. Eric with me here. Eric Brand, he's doing the whole race with me. So, yeah, we're going for the solo run.
And Tavo Vildosala starts the race for Truck 21 before handing it off to Ricky Johnson. The rest of the near-record trophy truck lineup takes the green flag. Right from the start, leader Bryce Menzies is focused on extending the gap between himself and Rob McCachran. Bryce has the advantage of clear air up front and shows no intention of giving the number 11 truck any chance to take over. Further down in the lineup, racers are already making their moves to climb the leaderboard. Larry Rossler is now just beyond the dust of Ryan Arciero. Ryan, in turn, is on the tail of Justin Smith and is putting on the pressure. Score Desert Racing is being brought to you by Monster Energy, 4-Wheel Parts, and by VP Racing Fuels. Trophy trucks are working their way through Ojos Negros. The drivers concentrate on navigating the desert, but they're all keeping one eye on Bryce Menzies in the lead. Determined to win his first Score Baja 1000 here today, Bryce is pushing his truck early on. His torrid pace makes it difficult for Rob McCachran and the rest of the pack to make up ground. Rob Mack is powering through in the second position. He knows well that his job right now is just to not let Bryce get out of his sight. Jack's red line continues to prove it's not just beginner's luck that has him running strong alongside the biggest stars of Baja. He is keeping pace early on and continues to be a threat up front. Behind him, big names continue to fight for his position. Larry Rossler, Ryan Arciero, and Justin Smith are all eager to take on the youngster. The rest.
We're not. All right, you ready? I think it needs to go up a little. All right. Yeah, we are here. It is autograph time here in building number 7. We are Score. We appreciate you all if you are tuning in and watching this. This is our autograph section from 1 to 2. We got some races out here. It's absolutely amazing having some of our drivers and riders out here. We got the McCachrans. We got Senior. We got Junior. We have Mark Burnett. We got Shane Logan. Some great races right here. So this is our time to actually give them a little bit of love back. And and Luke McMillan's showing up. Okay, Luke McMillan apparently right now is showing up as well. So they're going to come up here. So everybody out here, you guys could come up here. If we can get one line starting from over here, if you'd like an autograph, if you don't mind, we'll form our line right here. You were first. You go right ahead and getting some autographs from some of the world's fastest desert racers. This is the Score World Desert Championships. We are super proud to be back here, the Off-Road Expo 2023. And we could go start talking to some of these riders. This 1X bike right here, if you haven't seen it, if you're in the building, you've got to have a look at it. We got Shane sitting over here. Shane, good to have you guys back out right now. You guys are right there sitting in second, but you just won the Baja 500 and the Baja 400 coming up just this last couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we just took the win in the Baja 400, and that was a big deal with the points. Now we sit in second place in points, and we're three points behind first. So the Baja 1000 is going to be the decider, and I'm super excited because we get to start first.
It's going to be an epic one, and we talked about that, having that clean air, being first off the line. You started fourth at the last race. You said, especially leaving so early in the morning, you had to deal with not only the dust, but you had a lot of moisture in the air, a lot of fog going out of Ensenada.
Yeah, starting fourth at a Baja is not fun, and running down some of the fast guys we have in this class in the dust and the fog, it wasn't easy. So I definitely had a rough start, and I'm looking forward to some clean air at the next race.
There you go, Mr. Clean Air. You guys come on down and get an autograph. Mr. Shane Logan right here on that 1X factory-backed KTM. And our second driver up, if we can get a couple words with him, Mr. Cody Reed, Class 1. Cody, some great, we got line. I was on your Insta and seeing some stuff. You threw it down, and you're ready for the 1,000 coming up. It's going to be epic going backwards. And Mom, we like to call her the first lady of off-road. Your mom, Shelby Reed's going to be teaming up with you. That's got to be pretty special once again.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to this one, and as soon as she heard it was running backwards, she told me, all right, sit down because I'm getting back in the car. So we're like, all right, let's do it. She's going to be doing about 250 miles, somewhere in the middle. Once we see the map, we'll be able to plan it all out. So far, it's been a real good year for us. We're really looking forward to the 1,000. We're still leading the points. As usual, it always comes down to the 1,000, so we're hoping to finally bring home a milestone once again, as well as hopefully a championship.
Yeah, the milestone's one thing. That's for the drivers that finished every single mile of every race. But you guys right now, as you said, I was going to get to that. Yeah, leading in points. So a championship in Class 1. You won a championship in your Class 10 car. Your mom's won championship in Class 1, but now it's your turn, especially with her helping you out here at the 1,000.
Yeah, I think that'll make it even more special to us. It'll be a hell of a year, between this rumor mill really tough 1,000, and it's going to be long, plus going backwards. And hopefully with another championship to put in our wheelhouse, along with teaming up with my mom, and hopefully her first Baja 1000 win.
That's right. That's what it's all about. Well, great to have you out here. Sign some autographs. Cody Reed, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll just go right down here. Luke McMillan, we got things going on. Luke, always good to see you. Luke Johnson. Hey, sorry, man. My head is all over the place. No, dude, I should know your name. You're definitely a champion. You've won so much from short course coming into off-road, and you've just been a dominant racer down here and driving for a lot of other teams over the past couple of years. And, yeah, sorry about that little faux pas right there. Luke Johnson. Son of Mr. Ricky Johnson. So how you feeling, man? You ready for the 1,000? What are you going to be driving?
Definitely excited for the 1,000. We had a good run going at the 400. Unfortunately, we had some issues towards the later end of the race. We didn't finish where we wanted to, but we got the finish in, so that's a good spot to put us in going into the 1,000, being as far up in the field as we can. So I'll be racing with Dan Myers in the number 6 Toyota Escondido truck, and I think we'll be running in the middle. We're looking at a third driver right now. We're not quite sure who that's going to be, so we got a couple people in mind. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's been an awesome opportunity with them to come down to Baja and drive. It took a couple years off from down to Baja, building my business, Johnson Off-Road, prepping and building stuff for other people. So it's always great to be back racing, especially in Mexico.
And you got to be stoked teaming up with Dan, the whole Toyota Escondido, TE Motorsports, Toyota, or Hyundai of Escondido. They got so many people backing them up. Such a great team. They've been racing down here so long. In the past couple of years, they've been coming down here, and his brother Andrew's going to be racing too. But they've really been putting a bigger effort into it, and they're a first-class team. So that's got to play into the mental game going into it, especially being a driver hired on. That you want to have a good team. You don't just want to go on with some guys that, okay, is this truck going to be okay? So definitely know how to do it first class, and you got to be pretty fired up about that.
Yeah, it's awesome to be a part of a team like that. They've been super welcoming to me, bringing me on for the 1,000 last year was my first race with the team. So to put in a full season with them this year, super happy to be back with them, and the effort. And it's like you said, first class with Toyota of Escondido. And happy to see what we got coming for the future. Looking at some different wheels and tires to put underneath that thing. So we're going to keep them BFGs, but we might be having a different chassis here pretty soon.
Oh, really? New chassis. All right. Exciting things coming up. All right, Luke, you keep it up right here. And we'll talk to the young gun coming out here. Last year's Rookie of the Year, Mr. Caden McCachran. How you feeling, bud? You've been on point. It's so funny every time I talk to you. Your dad's such a class act, just the way he speaks and the knowledge of off-road, and you've been doing this your whole life, so you're right in the mix. It's so great to see your mannerism. So how you feeling? You're going in with some great points, going for a championship.
Yeah, this year hasn't been the greatest to us, but to the team it's been really well. Won all 3 races this year in our class. For the Polaris Factor Racing team, I haven't had the best of luck so far, but we're going into the granddaddy, the Baja 1000, and we're going backwards up the peninsula, and I feel like I'm ready to win. I'm over and getting to the finish line, not first. So hopefully the 500 will get to Ensenada number 1, and put it on top of the box, and hopefully give back to all those guys that work real hard in the shop. Polaris Factor Racing, SCI Motorsports. A lot of guys are there putting a lot of time and effort into these cars, and I just want to make them. I want to show their work to the public. So yeah, looking forward to the 1,000 this year. Hopefully cap off a not so great year for me with a big win. So looking forward to it and hoping for a good race.
Well, we hope to see that too. And you know what, just having your dad being the GOAT, Mr. Rob McCachran, right? I mean, is it a lot of pressure because you come in and it's amazing how fast you are, and the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, as they say. That's a stupid way to say it, but I mean, you're definitely getting it done. You're throwing it down. You're here to win. You always are, and you're so focused too. It's all about focus. People, you don't just show up to a race and go out and race and do good. It takes so much of like your time outside training, prepping, pre-running, all that. So you definitely have the full cocktail for success.
Yeah, absolutely. The green flag is just the end. Honestly, all the preparation before the race is what makes you win the race. And we got a really good group of guys down at the shop working on these cars. I already said that, but they're putting their time, energy, and souls and lives into this team and program. There's a lot of different supporters and stuff on these cars that are doing the same, and they're making sure they're putting their best foot forward to make sure we're number 1, and we're doing our best to show that to everybody.
So you're gonna be finishing then? You're gonna be bringing it across the line?
Well, we got to see a map so we can start making serious plans. Everybody has an idea what they're doing, but today at 3 p.m. sounds like a map's coming out, and we'll know for sure what we're doing. I got a couple real big heavy hitters lined up with me. Not announced to the public yet, but I'm really stoked on the names that I have lined up in the 1821 purple Polaris Factor Racing car. So I'm stoked on it, and hopefully we're going for that number 1 spot.
Looking forward to it, brother. We'll see you there. Can't wait to see the course map. Can't wait to see what you guys put together for the race. Good luck to you guys.
Yep, that's why we race Score. We want to race the best series in the world. So happy to race with Score, and we'll go to the 1,000 trying to win.
There you go. All right, we'll see you there. Mr. Rob McCachran up next. Rob, great to see you out here. So many wins, but you're going for the last 2 years you teamed up with Luke. You guys won. You're one of only 3 people, Luke, you, and Larry Ragland have the 3 in a row Baja 1000s, but nobody's got 4 in a row. And I know you're going for that. There's a lot of pressure on you, but nothing new to you. You definitely know how to get it done. You ready for this year's reverse run coming down the peninsula, coming back up the peninsula?
Yeah, it's it's going to be awesome. Every Baja Peninsula run it's been from the north to the south, so it's definitely going to be something different. I know it's it's basically I'm racing with Luke McMillan at the 1,000, so he's in charge and his team's in charge of doing all the logistics. So it's kind of a load off of me, and just talking to Cody about it, thinking it's difficult, really. I mean, we're so used to going one direction. When you try to flip it around, you got to start thinking about, can the chase trucks keep up with you down the highway? Where do the people stay? How do you put all that together? So it's neat, it's cool. The joke is we're going uphill, so the time's going to be slower and the fuel mileage is going to be worse. But there's some truth to that, I think. But 1,300 miles. Super excited to see the map today. We basically been speculating for just pretty much a whole year. Once they announced it was a reverse run, I can't wait to get down there. And you're right, Luke is on his 3 in a row. I've won the last 2 with him. So I'm on 2 in a row. Luke's on 3 in a row. And if we can win, I'll be the first person to get 3 in a row twice. Luke will be the first one to get 4. And then I'll increase my 6 overall 4-wheel wins to 7, which will increase the record. So anyways, it's, super excited to get down there. Can't wait. We're already doing preparation on my end, chase trucks, pre-runner, stuff like that. Most likely Cade and I'll be pre-running together in both, my buggy and his Polaris Razor. So can't wait to get down there.
And I'll tell you what, you know in racing, obviously, you're the winningest off-road racer in the history of any type of off-road racing with well over 300 wins. but you got to feel good once again teaming up with the McMillan team. You have a great program and you put so much effort into it. Like you said, it's going to be a lot easier on you just having them prep the truck, get everything ready, and you always talk about what a great team they are and the attention to detail that they put in, and that's really what it takes to get to the finish line.
No, absolutely. The Baja 1000 is no joke. The pace nowadays in score with the trophy truck class and all the people you have running is faster than ever. I mean, just came off the Baja 400, and I had a perfectly clean day, ran as hard as I could in two-wheel drive, and ended up losing by 15 minutes. So it shows you right there the pace is incredible. We got great tires with BF Goodrich. The McMillan family, they, like myself, we plan on that race the whole year, and you're just constantly doing scenarios, and obviously when the map gets released and then more mile markers, you get to put more pieces of the puzzle together. But it's definitely a huge undertaking to be able to get enough people. I would imagine, I can speak for myself, back in the past in the Peninsula runs, we had over 100 people there just for one truck, just for mine. And with the McMillan team, both Dan and Luke running, I'm sure there'll be more than 100 people. I think we'll have 8 fuel stops along the way, changing tires in every other one or so. But just a huge undertaking. It's going to be exciting. I know all of us up here, we can't wait to see that map, and we've already been, guessing where it's going and stuff like that. But to be able to see the map and continuing making plans is exciting.
And you touched on something there. So your truck, you've been racing it for so many years, two-wheel drive. The all-wheel drive Mason is next level. What's the biggest difference of that? I mean, obviously you're getting the pull out of the corners, the silt beds, everything. I mean, it really is the next evolution of trophy trucks.
No, absolutely. All-wheel drive trucks, they've been tried in the past. 20, 25 years ago, there was one-off trucks that were coming, and they'd show a little bit of success, but they just never could keep them together. They would end up breaking. But through the years, and especially here since Mason Brothers have built all-wheel drive trucks, and they were fortunate enough to get, I think they're up like on 16 or 17 of them now. So with all those trucks, the development, the R&D on those came along quickly. So now you got 8 or 10 guys with Mason all-wheel drive trucks that are, some of the top guys in the sport, and they can run hard. And then they got the money behind them. They're doing the prep and the maintenance. And, it's just really elevated trophy truck racing as a whole. The speeds they're mind-blowing to me. I've been doing this a long time, and I can tell you in the middle 90s, like I had to take care of the brakes. You couldn't run too hard. You had to take care of the tires, had to take care of the transmission. And nowadays, and I blame a lot of it on the young kids too, they never had to do that. When the younger guys like Luke or Bryce, those guys, when they got in, the vehicles was so much more reliable, so they could pin it, right from the beginning. And I had a period of time where I'm like leaving the start line, I'm like trying to, as the pace goes, I'm thinking, you guys were going way too fast, we're not going to make it. And as time went, the cars got more and more developed. It was like, no, you have to go from the green flag as hard as you can go. The Baja 1000 will be a little bit different. I think, we'll all be in 1,300 miles, and, Luke and I will drive together. Bryce and Andy. I think you're going to have a lot of 3-driver truck teams this year. Few of them have made announcements already that they're going to drive with 3. I know there's some others that are, going to pull some surprises and shock some people when they say who's driving with them. But all in all, the truck's got to make it to the finish line. It's going to take smart drivers, take a good crew. Anytime something happens, it's how you're going to react to that, and keep your truck or your buggy, for that matter, or whatever it may be, moving down the road.
3 drivers, you guys got 2. You guys are the super team to beat, 2 in a row. Looking forward to seeing your 2nd, 3rd in a row, and hopefully Luke's 4th. So good luck to you guys, and we'll see you down in La Paz.
Yeah, right on. Thank you, guys.
All right, come on up. You guys want to keep this going? You guys want to get some autographs? Come on down, form a line, come down. Some of the legends in off-road racing right here. This is the World Desert Championship Series. Score brings the best, and we have some of them sitting up right here. We got past champions, future champions, and current points leaders up here signing autographs. So come on up, get an autograph from these guys. We're going to continue this till 2 p.m., and then at 3 p.m., we're going to be kicking it off with our course reveal. That's right. We're going to have our media conference, talk about the course, do a walkthrough of the course up on the screen. So lots of exciting things happen right here. Building number 7, we are SCORE, the World Desert Championship Series. Come on down, get your autographs. just making your way into the building, come on down. We have some of the world's fastest racers down here signing autographs up until 2 p.m., 3 p.m. We're going to kick it off with our media conference and our Baja 1000. That's right, the BF Goodrich Score Baja 1000 presented by K&N is going down this November. And something super exciting, if you guys don't know about it, we are doing the reverse run coming up the peninsula. The starting line is going to be in La Paz, finishing in Ensenada for the first time in the history of Score. Figured we'd do something a little different here for the 50th year. So lots of exciting things, lots of fast racers, lots going on here in building number 7. We are Score, and we are all about our fans and all of the people that are out here being a part of it. So come on down and come talk to these drivers. It's a great opportunity to get to talk to them one-on-one. You see Rob Mack signing shirts over here, and it's a great time when you go down to the races. They're always on point. They're either out pre-running or getting ready for the race. It's hard to catch up with them. Opportunity for you, the fans, to come down here and get to chat these guys. We appreciate it. And once again, 3 p.m., our course reveal here for this year's Baja 1000, brought to you by K&N. If you're just walking in, come down. We have some of the fastest desert racers on the planet over here. Come say hello to them. We got Rob Mack up here, his son Caden. We got Luke Johnson. Lots of fast people. Senor Reed. So we're having a good time. Make sure you come down and say hello to these guys. Get your autograph. We're going to go till 2 p.m., folks. 3 p.m. We're dropping our BF Goodrich Score Baja 1000 map reveal. That's right, brought to you by K&N. We're going to be showing you the route they're going to be racing from La Paz back to Ensenada, so some exciting things coming up. We got Cody Reed down here, Class 1 points champion or points leader, going into the final round of the Score World Desert Championship Series here. So some great people up here to come talk to. A great opportunity to be able to talk to them in person. They'll give you a couple minutes of their time and, see their expectations for the 1000 coming up. Going to be a great one. Got the whole Score crew here, all the live guys, and, always good times and really looking forward to it. The 50th anniversary of Score. So that's why we're doing the backwards run. That's right. People are showing online. If you've seen it, the maps are upside down. But, yeah, we're going to be running from La Paz is going to be the starting line. Right down on the Malecon. First time SCORE's ever done that. Going back to Ensenada, the finish. So 1,300 miles. So it's more than 1,000 miles this year and some great stuff. We got Mr. Dominic Clark up here. Dominic, 39 years you have been doing this with SCORE. First time we've ever actually done the reverse run back up the coast.
Well, you were close, right? This is my 40th year with SCORE. That's okay. Yep, it's the first time in the history of SCORE, or history of this race, either one, because the race started before SCORE started, that it will run uphill from La Paz to Ensenada. I'm anticipating that it's going to be a magical course like most of the Baja ones are. Going to be different and adventuresome, and the racers get their money's worth.
Absolutely.
We'll know at 3 o'clock what it's really all about, and I think that there'll be a lot of surprises there, and they will have to bring a lot of spare parts because it's going to take them a while to get from La Paz to Ensenada.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and we were talking to Rob McCacker, and he was saying, yeah, we're going uphill, so you got to play that into your fuel game because you don't think about it, but going uphill, it is a little bit different. You know, lots of things going on. And Dominic, I want to say you 40 years. Sorry, I was off by a year.
That's okay.
But,
you're getting older.
Yeah. I'm getting older too. You're getting younger. We're kind of meshing together for sure. But we really appreciate you for all the years of dedication you put into SCORE. And if people get the emails, all the information, you always feed everybody all the information. I mean, that's a big thing, and I know it's a lot of hard work, and sometimes I get an email in the middle of the night, and I see it the next morning because I'm asleep, but you're up working. So I want to just say thank you for your dedication and just for doing such a great job for all these years, starting back so many years ago. So thank you for everything, Dominic.
Well, I appreciate that, Rad. I appreciate the kind words, but like I learned a long time ago, I'm just doing my job, but I enjoy doing my job, and I've enjoyed doing it for 4 decades now, through many years, and Sal's probably watching, but I've lasted longer with SCORE now than Sal did, and that's saying something, because Sal was there 38 years.
I know we need to get you an award for that for sure. Yeah, you definitely got everybody beat. The longest running actual person working for SCORE. So yeah, and thank you for everything. Yeah, I mean, I can't say it enough. When I get the emails, you know, the nights before the race, I'm going through your emails. You always bring us so much good information. I know it takes a lot. You got to dig deep for that. I mean, and you got to have the knowledge, which you have of so many years of knowledge, seeing all the crazy stuff down here. And we're still continuing the good times into this year's 50th anniversary of SCORE.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, it's been a labor of love. It's been something that's been a passion that I've enjoyed. But, you know, most people, at least in the desert racing world, think that I'm all about SCORE, which I am in the desert world. But, you know, my career has been fortunate enough. I've worked many types of sports, and I started with the stick and ball sports, you know, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, those types of sports in the university in Las Vegas, University of Nevada, Las Vegas. And then from there, for many years, I worked college football bowl games, college basketball in-season tournaments, even the United States National Table Tennis Championships in Las Vegas. I worked for almost 20 years for the FIVB, which is the International Professional Volleyball Association, overseeing the international competitions of volleyball and beach volleyball, but my emphasis was on beach volleyball because the scenery is much better on the beach.
A lot better than these drivers in their race suits coming across the finish line. Well, Dominic, you're a legend, and I know everybody watching at home, they know who you are, and just thanks again for so many years of like hard work, passion, and putting all your heart and soul into what you do here, and that's creating some great media for off-road and SCORE especially.
I appreciate that, Ratatouille, but because that's what we call Rat. The desert is Ratatouille. He's earned it, I promise you. But the thing is, we appreciate you and the years that you put in with SCORE too, which has really helped elevate the technology and the whole program of the SCORE races, and especially the love that you give to all the racers, pre-race, contingency, at the start line, at the finish line, at award ceremonies, whatever it is, Ratatouille's right there. So we thank you for everything that you've done to help SCORE for these many years. And you know what they say? We'll see you at the races.
We'll see you at the races. Well, thank you. I appreciate the good words. And love you, Dominic. You're a man right here. If you don't know Dominic, you should come say hello to him.
Okay, one more thing is, though, for those of you that don't know me, this is part of the reason I've never allowed myself to be interviewed before, but in Ratatouille's honor, I let him interview me.
I got lucky. Thank you very much. Couldn't do it without a great team, and just one more of the great people. There's so many, but Dominic is just so many years, 40 years. I mean, think about that. I mean, that is absolutely amazing, and he does all the media and everything, all the emails. And you guys, if you guys are just making your win, come on up. We have an autograph session. Come on up, get your autographs. I know it's raining outside. People are probably dodging to get out of the rain. Hopefully it's just going to stick here for a few minutes, but lots of great things. We're going to go till 2 p.m., about 30 more minutes, and at 3 p.m. we're going to be dropping our course map for this year's BF Goodrich SCORE Baja 1000, brought to you by K&N. Really honored to be a part of it, and K&N stepping up this year is the Baja 500. They were the title sponsor, so a big shout out to K&N. And BF Goodrich Tires, as always, over 40 years of supporting SCORE and coming down here, not only their pit support, but their love and passion and their R&D into really making their tires what they are, and we're happy to be a big part of it. So come down here, folks. Lots of interviews, lots of times to chat these guys up, and let's keep this party going right here in building number 7 at this year's 2023 Off-Road Expo. Some big names down here. Shane Logan, he's been riding that 1X bike with Chavo, Juan Carlos Salvaterio out of Bolivia, just fresh off their Baja 400 win, and going for a championship this year. Once again, they were last year's 2022 SCORE World Desert Champions in the Pro Moto Unlimited division. We got Cody Reed, right now your current points leader in Class 1, the Unlimited Buggy division. He's got some great little flyers there that he'll sign as well. And Rob McCachran, the GOAT, you know him. He's going for his second time winning 3 in a row, one of only 3 people that have won 3 Baja 1000s in a row, and going to do that his second time, teaming up with Luke McMillan and his trophy truck coming up at the 1,000, and his son, Caden McCachran, right now. They're leading points in the UTVs, and just a young gun, last year's Rookie of the Year, and showing everybody what it's all about on that factory Polaris. And Luke Johnson, this guy has been a winner, just winning so many races, not only in short course coming down here, and he's been the shoe to bring in. If you want to win a Baja race, you want to bring in good drivers, especially for the Baja 1000. I mean, there will be some people Ironmanning it or soling it in a vehicle, but to bring in another good driver that you trust and that has a lot of seat time, a lot of knowledge, and that's really fast, and that's what Luke Johnson's going to do, is come in and help out on that effort. So come on in, get a couple autographs, talk to these guys, hang out with us, be a part of SCORE. This is the World Desert Championship Series Baja 1000 course reveal coming up at 3 p.m. If you are just coming in, please come on down and get some autographs. These guys are waiting for you to come in. They love talking with their fans down here. Make your way in. I know. So just start down the side right here. Say hello to them. You know, these racers get out there in Baja, you know, they see their fans during contingency, but nothing like getting people coming in here and cheering them firsthand at the Off-Road Expo. Autograph right here. You guys make your way in. We got 15 minutes left. These guys are busy guys. As you know, anybody that races off-road is always busy. We got Shane Logan on that 1X bike. We got Cody Reed right now, your current points leader going into round number 4. And Rob McCachran sitting next to him, teaming up with Luke McMillan here for this year's 1,000. They're going for their 3rd in a row, which if they claim that will be his 2nd time, the only guy ever to win 3 Baja 1000s in a row twice. So that's 6. And his son, Cade McCachran, right there. And on the far left side, right, the Escondido driver, he's teaming up with Dan Myers in that trophy truck. Dan's really been moving up through the pack. Him and his brother, Andrew Myers, they've been on point. That Toyota Escondido TE Motorsports Hyundai of Escondido racing team really put together a great program. And we were talking to Johnson here just a bit ago, and he was saying he's really honored to be on a team that's so professional. They put so much into it, as of all these drivers. To be a champion down here in Baja, you don't just build a car and come down and race. There's so much that goes into it, from pre-running, not only that, all the hours and days and months in between. It's every day. From the Baja 400, these cars are completely torn apart, rebuilt, made sure everything's completely dialed in and ready for the next one. So it's not only the shop time, it's the homework out on course, doing the pre-running. You got to be fit mentally and physically to come down and race in Baja. This is the roughest, hands down, the toughest, biggest, baddest off-road race series on the planet. And coming up in November will be the BF Goodrich Score Baja 1000, brought to you by K&N. Our first time ever. This is the 50th anniversary of the SCORE organization, and we're going to be starting in La Paz and finishing in Ensenada, which is something really special. A lot of people, even Miss Shelby Reed, Cody's mom's going to be teaming up with him, and she was a 2016 Class 1 champion. I think the first woman to ever win a SCORE championship in the Class 1 unlimited buggy. She's over here. Come say hello to her, too. She's over here. She's got the purple hair and the big smile. So we'll chat with her right now. Let's go right over here, Miss Shelby Reed. And sorry to just sneak up on you over here, but you know, we were talking. I know you got to be excited. You said you retired. You just hand over the reins to Cody, gave him that bad to the bone RPI car, but you're coming in for the 1,000. You're like, hey, it's something totally different. We've never done it, and I know you're super excited to be teaming up with your son.
I am super excited. This is going to be my, hopefully, maybe my last hurrah. And I'm really excited. Cody's been pushing for it. He still wants to race with me, but I'm like, getting old, Cody.
No, but you're still fast. Come on.
Well, the all-wheel drive car's fast. That makes it easier. That car's incredible. It doesn't. I don't know, how many people drive buggies, but buggies are pretty brutal. That car is like driving a trophy truck. It's so you don't feel everything like you do in a normal buggy. So it'll extend my racing life.
And I think it was 3 years ago, you came out with a new car, and with the 40-inch tires, the first Class 1 with 40-inch. If you got BF Goodrich 40-inch tires, that's a big help too. That gets you around.
Oh, yeah, those are huge different. For years, I was on 37s. Put the 40s on, it's night and day difference. And BFGs are the best tires are out there, and like I said, that the all-wheel drive car couldn't do it without all those pieces on it and the tires, a lot of it.
And for people, you guys have been building, you do a lot of aerospace stuff, and you made a name for yourself, and people are buying, I know they're buying your whole packages for their cars, saying, hey, we got to have the best products, and the fasteners, nuts and bolts, all those things really count, because any racer knows it's always that $5 part. It's that one bolt that broke, fell off, and caused some catastrophic damage. So is definitely a big name in off-road now, and then it helps in your program too, not only to get your the good stuff.
Oh yeah, you'd be surprised the bolts in these vehicles, how much work and the parts on these cars, the way they move, they take a beating, and putting cheap bolts doesn't cut it. Something's gonna fall off. With the RPI stuff, we're selling a lot of it. People swear by it, so it's good for us.
And where can people check to get their good American-made nuts and bolts and fasteners?
Well, at reproducts.com they can go. We have a video on how we transfer, because most of it's all aerospace fasteners. They just work into the off-road. But we go through dealers. Everybody, we don't sell directly. We have dealers that sell them. So that's where they can find out. And there's a list of dealers on the website. So
there you go, a list of dealers over there. I'm sure Off-Road Warehouse and everybody else has them. Thank you for what you've done, and I know I love to call you the First Lady of Off-Road, especially winning the first woman to ever win a Class 1 championship back in 2016. And what was cool that year is you won the championship and Cody won in Class 10, so it was a dual championship that year. And that's never been done, ever, unheard of. So you guys are continuing to break records, and looking forward to seeing another mother and son team win this legendary Baja 1000 coming up in November.
that would be great. I've never been able to win the Baja 1000, and as driver record, come close, but never got there. And peninsula runs have always been my Achilles heel. I don't think I've finished one in a one car, so I'm really looking forward to this, and I hope that we're right up there at the top.
This is your year. I can't wait. We're really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great adventure, and we'll see you guys in November.
All right, we'll see you there.
So lots of great things coming. We just have a few more minutes, about 10 more minutes of autograph signings. If you guys are just making your way in, come on down and talk to these racers. We got some great races up here. Shane Logan on that WinX point leading and Baja 400 race bike win. We got Cody Reed. He's your current champion going into round number 4 in Class 1. Next to him, Rob McCachran. Who doesn't want Rob Mack's autograph? And his son, Caden McCachran, really making a name for himself the past couple of years on that factory Polaris. And on the far end, we got Mr. Luke Johnson teaming up with Dan Myers in that trophy truck. Going to be an epic race and some of the best racers you'll find anywhere. And Luke, I don't want to drop him. He's won so many races, not only down here in Baja, but short course. And if you watch the Lucas Oil Series back in the day, from coming up through all the classes and really doing something now. And his dad, Ricky Johnson, shout out to him right now. They've won the last 7 races in a row in that trophy truck legend division, teaming up with Gustavo Vildosola Sr. So they're hanging on to that number 1 plate, and right now undefeated the last 2 years with one more race to go and another championship in their sights. So come on down, come say hello to these guys and get an autograph. They got some great cards and some posters up here and something to throw in your garage if you're an off-road racer or a SCORE fan. These are the guys you want to meet. So make your way in here. We just about 10 more minutes, and at 3 p.m. we're going to be kicking it off with our Baja 1000 course reveal. That's right. This is going to be something a lot of people are looking forward to seeing.
as we do our reverse run back up the peninsula, starting in La Paz, finishing in Ensenada. First time, 50th anniversary of SCORE. That's how we do it. We're going big. We're going for you. Hope you guys are all joining us and hope to see you down there in Baja. So come on up, get your interviews. We're having a great time and going to continue this party here for the next couple of days. But today is the only opportunity to get your autographs from some of these drivers. So make your way up. How are you guys? What's up? How are you? Good to see you. Awesome. That's what I wanted to hear.
one photo that did it all. Somebody climbed the top of the mountain and took a photo. One small.
All right, we're just a couple of minutes out, just about 3 more minutes for our autograph session here. So if you are interested in getting one of these posters signed by some of the fastest world desert champs and points leaders, make your way up here. Just come right on up. Come talk to them. These guys love talking to you guys and sharing stories. There's always some great stories. We could be here for a month hearing some great stories from all of these drivers. We have Shane Logan up here riding that 1X bike going into the Score Baja 1000. Going for another win off their 500. Cody Reed, your points leader in Class 1, sitting next to him. Some great posters right there. Rob McCachran, no need to even say, over 300 wins right here, teaming up with Luke McMillan, going for third Baja 1000 win in a row. And his son, Caden McCachran, on that factory-backed Polaris Razor team. Sitting next to him right now, they got a good points lead, and he says, hey, I want to come across that finish line in first place. Just need to see where they're going to be starting, and once they see the course map, try to figure out who's going to be driving. And at the very end right here, we got Mr. Luke Johnson teaming up with Dan Myers in that Toyota Escondido Score Trophy truck. He's going to be out here for some domination. Dan and his brother Andrew have been really working their way up. They've been racing for so many years and really going for a great finish at this year's 1000. A great effort on that Toyota Escondido TE Motorsports truck, and Luke's going to be doing some driving duties for that. So come down and talk to these drivers. These are some of the fastest guys you'll ever meet, and get an autograph from them and tell them you love what they're doing and love being a part of Baja racing. This is the World Desert Championship Series. There are no faster racers anywhere on the planet than we have. And these are some of the top racers anywhere right here, the 2023 Off-Road Expo. This is a Score Baja 1000 experience brought to you by BF Goodrich Tires and presented by KNN. Well, we're getting ready to call this a day for our autograph signers right here. And we appreciate you watching at home, too, and everybody that came through and got their autographs. Super cool to be a part of this, as always. And you can watch the YouTube channel at 3 p.m. We're going to be dropping our course map. A media walk through the course with you so you could, up on the screen, so you could really see where these drivers and riders are going. Stick around. We still have lots of things coming your way right from the Score Baja 1000 experience. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you at 3 p.m.
Trophy truck leaders are making their way down the famous Goat Trail at race mile 100. Bryce Menzies is holding on to his position at the head of the pack, but he's feeling the pressure from the McMillans as time splits show Luke only seconds behind. Andy is right there with them, keeping them in his sights.